So in this video, we're going to talk about the campaign feature within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales. So that's campaigns, not quick campaigns, which are slightly different, and we've covered those in a separate video, and I'll provide a link to that below. So let's go into the system. I'll show you what I mean by campaigns. So I'm in an accounts area at the moment. If I scroll down, you can see I've got a marketing area. If I choose campaigns, you can see the campaigns. I've got one test campaign set up in the system. Now, before I create a new one, let me explain what the campaign function does. So there are a number of different use cases for it. Now, the one I'm going to focus on today is being able to track the return on investment of your campaigns by being able to link leads and opportunities to the source campaign. That's probably the most powerful use case for it, and probably the most frequently used. Now, you can use campaigns to help you sort of plan campaigns. You can use campaigns to automatically generate or bulk generate different types of activities. Could be emails, could be tasks, could be phone activities. And that's kind of similar to Quick Campaign in that respect, but slightly more sophisticated functionality. Now, let's create a new one. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to call this RB test. It automatically assigns a campaign code. It's giving me a campaign type by default of advertisement, but I've got other options. These are the out-of-the-box ones. You'd obviously want to tune this to reflect your different campaign types. I have to say, sort of out of the box, it does feel a slightly neglected area of the system. It's certainly something you want to tune to your particular needs rather than try and use it out of the box. You can see these three fields here: estimated revenue, actual revenue, and campaign profitability, the ones I've added. Bafflingly, they're not available out of the box. And these fields are tracking the estimated revenue on any associated opportunities for this campaign, the actual revenue on associated opportunities, and the overall campaign profitability. So that's what those are. So I've now saved my campaign. As you see, it's got that campaign code. Now, one thing I can do is give some costs to this campaign. So if I go to the details area, now I've got a roll up that picks up costs from associated activities. I've also got the ability to put in a miscellaneous cost. So that's going to put in a nominal £1,000, and I'm going to save that. And you can see that automatically updates the total cost of campaign. So we can track costs of a campaign, but in order to track ROI, we need to obviously track the revenue generating bit, the leads and opportunities. So if I go back to my summary here, I can see I've got an area for leads. So let's say we're running our campaign and we get a lead through. So I can either add it separately in the leads area and hook it back up to this particular campaign, or if I add it from here, it's instantly going to associate it. So I'm going to create a new lead, and I'm going to call this RB test. Would if I could type, and I'm going to call this Rich B Fiction Co. FixTube. Excuse my typing. We'll save and close that. I've now generated that lead. So that lead is associated with that campaign. It's tagged with that campaign. If I go to that lead and just open that up, and if I go to the details area, you can see that that source campaign is tracked there. Now, if I now want to qualify my lead, now the leads area, as you probably know, is a kind of holding area. It's an area where you want to sort of work on a lead record before you commit it to the main database. So if I now qualify that, convert that, obviously use the same name multiple times, so we're just going to ignore that duplicate alert. I'm going to first convert it to a new account, new contact, and importantly, new opportunity. I'm going to qualify that now, and that has generated those records. Now, before I go into that opportunity record, just one thing to say: if you are looking to get more out of your Dynamics CRM system and you want some guidance on best next steps, then feel very free to reach out. Put some links below. We're always happy to have a chat to people about their particular circumstances and how we might be able to help. Anyway, let's go to that opportunity. So we'll leave the page. Now, I could give that opportunity some estimated revenue, which I'm going to give, say 10,000, and I'm going to save that. But I can also convert this opportunity as one. So we've been working on it for a while, and we've now won that. Now you can see below that it's picked up that source campaign. When I converted that lead, it also tagged that source campaign to the opportunity. If I now set this as 1, it takes me through the closed opportunity dialog. I'm going to give that some actual revenue. I'm going to say the actual revenue is 12,000. So I'm just going to OK that. And if I go back to our campaigns now, there's the RB test one. I need to just refresh these roll-up fields quickly, and we'll just save that. So now you can see the estimated revenue on the associated opportunities is 10,000 because I gave it an estimated revenue of 10,000. The actual revenue is 12,000, and then I put a calculated field campaign profitability, which is actual revenue minus the campaign cost. Now, you might in reality want to get a lot more sophisticated with things, but that's the basics of it. Effectively, what we're doing is we're able to track opportunities back against campaign, and that's going to give us campaign profitability. And from that, we can really start to tune our marketing budgets, so we can sort of push those into the most productive areas. If we can justify our marketing budgets, if we want to get to justify more money for particular campaigns that are proving to be particularly successful, then we've got the basis to do that. So it's really quite an important area. So that's the campaign functionality. As I say, I will do some separate videos on other use cases for campaigns, but I think this is the most compelling and certainly something I'd recommend people set up. Anyway, hopefully that helps with campaigns. It's one in quite a number we've now done on Microsoft Dynamics for Sales related videos, so feel free to explore the channel for other videos. Also, you've got any suggested content ideas or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, check out the links below. Anyway, thanks very much for your time today, and hopefully see you again soon.